Welcome to War India News Hour. Gig economy and fintech are the two sides of a coin. Gig platforms are challenged by meeting local payment dynamics, regulations, and compliance. Digital experiences will be integral to in-person dining from the moment an order is placed to the minute the check is paid, and consumers are ready to embrace the change. The growth of the gig economy and fintech go hand in hand, and the fintechs and other providers are enabling new work models and payment options, which is fueling growth in the gig economy in terms of participation, productivity, and attraction of new entrants. A report shows among Gen Z and millennial respondents, that is ages between 18 to 34, 57% said they would prefer to order and pay at the table using their own mobile device rather than through a server. The younger generations are not alone, as more than one-third, that is 35% of those aged between 35 to 54 said the same. In addition, 31% of 18 to 34 years olds and 10% of 35 to 54-year-olds would be more likely to frequent a restaurant than offers this payment options. Businesses need speed and flexibility in order to stay focused on their growth goals by onboarding new clients without the need to address potential security risks and maintenance associated with traditional in-house builds. By using the right cloud-based software, banks and factoring companies have access to a wealth of opportunities that are available immediately instead of having to test, run and develop services in-house. In this way, new businesses can leapfrog forward, tailor-making microservices offerings from a variety of industry tried and tested processes, making new features available to consumers with a short time to market. Let's look into today's headlines in War India. Warren Buffett invests $500 million for scaling the neobanks. Berkshire Hathaway, owned by Warren Buffett, has agreed to make a $500 million investment in Nubank, the Brazilian digital bank. This capital raise is an extension of the Series G financing round from last January. Nubank gave it a valuation of $30 billion. With this, the company wants to expand the product offering further by introducing new solutions to its portfolio and maintain the accelerated growth rate in terms of market penetration. Recently, Nubank acquired one of the main digital investment platforms in Brazil with more than $5 billion in assets under custody and 1.6 million clients. ATC busts illegal telephone exchanges racket in Bengaluru. The anti-terror cell of the Bengaluru police has seized 109 SIM box devices comprising 300 SIM cards and arrested 9 accused in connection to this. As per the police, the gang used to convert international phone calls to local ones using the Voice over Internet Protocol, that is VoIP, causing financial losses to the telecom department while posing a threat to national security. They were part of the gang operated by Kingpin Ibrahim from Mallappuram and the telephone exchange operator Gautam, who too hails from Tamil Nadu, police said. Nikhil Kamath admits to foul play against Vishwanathan Anand. Technology has been invented to disrupt the existing system of working. In a recent event, Nikhil Kamath admitted to manipulating the game against Vishwanathan Anand by receiving technological help. After the match, Nikhil's chess.com account was banned on grounds of violating the fair play policy. The business tycoon took to Twitter to respond to the cheating allegations. To save his skin and reputation, Nikhil wrote on Twitter that it is ridiculous that so many are thinking that I really beat Vishy sir in a chess game. That is almost like me waking up and winning a 100-meter race with Usain Bolt. Elicity raises $26 million to scale into artificial intelligence-based cybersecurity platform. Elicity, a cybersecurity startup, has raised $26 million in a Series A funding round led by 2Beer Capital and Eligis Cyber Capital. CEO James Warner-Branner says that the capital will be put towards scaling Elicity's operations as it accelerates R&D and customer acquisition. Elicity, whose founding team includes Cisco, Qualys, and Viptela veterans, offers a product suite that's designed to secure data while ensuring access. Sameer Gade to join Wadhwani AI as CEO. Sameer Gade, who recently stepped out of Cisco India as the president, is joining non-profit Wadhwani AI as the CEO. Sameer Gade has also served Dell India as the president and managing director in the past. My experience with Cisco and NASSCOM has reinforced my belief that technology, if wielded deliberately as a force for social good, can enable an inclusive and equitable future for all, Gade said in a statement from Wadhwani AI. That's it for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to War India News Magazine. Stay tuned. Thank you.